What is going on, X community? Exostomp here, and today, people, we're going to be going over our week 3 match versus Panda, or at least our team builder. We will get onto the match, of course, after this. But so yeah, let's just go over our team real quick. So we have Behemoth, Colossal, the Assault Vested Colossal here. Now, this Colossal is really here for the Lottie, but it can do a lot of damage to basically everything else. We are running max HP, max attack. That is mainly for stuff like, again, it does kill the Lottie. Like, Explosion kills the Lottie if it's slightly weakened. It has a roll to kill, technically, but yeah. The Heavy Slam kills the Diancie. The Flare Blitz is good against everything, but does kill the Scizor. And then Rock Blast is good for the flying types on Panda's team, because Panda does like getting at least 2 flying types, it seems. Then we have the Corviknight. The Corviknight is here for a lot of its Pokemon, to be honest. So a lot of its Pokemon being like, it stops Azu pretty well. It stops the Drapion, it stops the Scizor, it stops the Beware, more or less. I know it does have like Fire Punch, but I think it takes one. And the reason why we're running a little bit of speed, not just max, is not just max defense, is because we want to make sure that if he is putting enough speed in with Arctozolt to outspeed the Corviknight, that he really can't unless he's putting in a little bit more. So 24 is going to make sure that even if he's slightly over, I still will outspeed, unless he's like a offensive variant, which I don't see coming. I think AV should come, because I do have Rotom, and it even takes a hit from stuff like the Sylveon, but we'll go over that. Then we have Venusaur here. The Venusaur is max defense, max HP with a little bit of speed investment. Again, that's really just there for like slower Pokemon, like for instance, well, actually a lot of the Pokemon are pretty slow. But yeah, Venusaur is here. Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, HP Fire, and then Synthesis. The 3 moves are there because it hits everything. The Torn is a little bit of a problem, but we would just press Sludge Bomb and hopefully get a Poison on the switch-in, if that's possible. And then we have the Synthesis to really heal into everything else. We have the Komao here. The Komao is this one. If DDA, you're watching this, yeah, DDA helped me out a little bit with the Komao. I wasn't sure what to do with it. We were like going over Clanging Scales and just like a bunch of moves, but eventually we figured out that this is probably the best out of the options. Dragon Dance, Drain Punch, Iron Tail, and Dragon Claw with an Adamant max attack variant. We have 180 speed, because at +1 speed I should be able to outspeed everything. We have 72 HP and then 4 defense. Always, if you guys don't know, you want to have an odd number in the HP stats, so that when you come in on rocks, it'll take like 1% less. Then we have Rotom here. The Rotom has HP Fire for the Scizor, has Volt Switch for Pivot, has Shadow Ball because it hits everything decently alright, of course, besides the Beware and stuff. And then we have Trick. Tricking Scarf onto stuff like, let's say, the Gligar would be nice to take it to Violite, or maybe like a setup Azu, or a setup, just a setup Pokemon in general. It is pretty good. Not sure if we're really going to be tricking unless we're like about to die. We're you know, trying to trick it on something, but more or less we're not going to be pressing Trick. Running enough speed to outspeed everything, and then we're running max special attack, and then the rest in HP. Pretty self-explanatory. Then we have, I don't know why that's in defense. Oh yeah, that's fine. Then we have a Choice Specs Sylveon. So this Choice Specs Sylveon is super powerful in this game, because looking at Panda's team, nothing really wants to take a hit. Let me slow this a little bit. Wants to take a hit from Hyper Voice Sylveon. Chandelure can, but I don't think it's coming. If it's coming, I don't really see it doing much against my team, but I really don't see it coming. Really the only thing that wants to take a Hyper Voice is like Scizor, and even that doesn't like it. I think it takes like 42%. If it's not max def, if it's like just max HP or something. So unless he's pressing Roost every single time on the switch in, I mean, I will get a switch advantage every single time. So, then again, I can always press Mystical Fire on a Scizor, and if Scizor doesn't come, which I'm hesitant. Like I don't know if it will. It should. I don't know if it will. But if it doesn't, Hyper Voice is just such a free click. So yeah, that's my team. The team that I think he is going to bring is going to be these Pokemon. We have Torn, of course, to outspeed my whole team. We have Lottie. Doesn't outspeed my whole team. Doesn't outspeed the Ambipom, but it is. I was like, if I could bring 7 Pokemon, I would bring Ambipom here. Sadly though, I can't. But yeah, Lottie does technically outspeed my whole team. My team right now. And then we got Diancie. Diancie is a better pick over Azu for a fairy type in this game. I don't see Azu doing anything to a Mega Venusaur or a Tentacruel or a Corviknight, or like I have a lot of answers to it, so I don't really see it doing much. So I don't think he's bringing that. Arctozolt, of course, like I said, AV does make sense. I could also see maybe heavy duty boots, like max Spedev, max HP, just something to take on the Rotom. So yeah, I definitely see Arctozolt coming here. Drapion, again, another Pokemon that could take hits from Rotom decently well. Not sure if it will be like a Scarf variant or if it'll just be an AV variant with Arctozolt. Again, not sure, but I definitely think Drapion should come. Then we had the Scizor. Not 100% that it is coming. If Scizor doesn't come, I can see something like the Beware coming. But yeah, that is what I think. So I guess we could go on to the game. So I will be back as soon as we start. Alright guys, we are back, and ooh, okay, so it looks like Chandelure came, so I got 5 out of the 6 right. No Diancie, which actually is a little bit better for my team. There's actually no fairy types, which means Como, if I can set up a Dragon Dance, I should be pretty set here. I have to calc a few things. But yeah, the Chandelure did come. That's interesting. I feel like it's probably Z then, maybe like a Psychium Z. Very interesting though, especially because Como just sort of, you know, doesn't care about it unless it's Psychium Z. If it is Psychium Z, again, I will try to figure that out. But this game will definitely be interesting. Okay, so first things first. We definitely need to figure out what his lead is. Could be Torn, because it does outspeed my whole team, like we talked about. I actually do see Torn just starting off. I also see something... No, I think Torn just makes the most sense. Could just start off with Rotom and Volt Switch, or even like trick it to make it... Well, Scarf isn't good for me. Because then Como, it'll outspeed Como, so I don't want to do that. Sylveon, unless he starts out with Scizor, Sylveon just sort of seems free to click Hyper Voice, which I sort of just want to do. That actually is probably going to be my play here. Let me just make sure that someone posted the replay thing. Oh, Solo's doing it. Awesome. Cool. Props to Solo for putting in the spectate link. Really appreciate it. Shout out. But yeah, okay. Okay, so looking at Panda, yeah, I think Sylveon just makes the most sense here to start off, because if he does start off with something like a Torn, which seems to be the case, it's fine. If he starts off with Scizor, I just go into Corv, I think. I probably, now I'm looking at it, should have made Corviknight Rocky Helmet, but that's alright. Yeah, so we go into Sylveon, I think. On the Arctozolt here. So I actually don't really mind this. Because unless it's max speed... Yeah, unless it's max speed, it doesn't do much. Let me just make sure, because I do want to. So I don't want to sack this too early. Yeah, hyper voice. Well, okay, it's probably max HP, like we talked about. Hyper voice still does the most, which is funny. The thing is though, like. The thing is, Bolt Beak, if he does outspeed, does kill, I think. If he's max, like, let's just say he's Scarf, for instance. Where the hell is Scarf? Why can't I find Choice Scarf? Hello? Choice Scarf? Why am I blind? I must be blind. Okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah, that kills if he is like an adamant max attack. Okay. I don't want to chance that yet. I think Venusaur is fine. I don't really see an ice move coming out here. I see an electric move like Bolt Beak, for instance. I don't really. Yeah, I can see Venus. I'm just gonna go into Venusaur here. As Bolt Beak, yeah, does come out 31%, which tells me 31% to a Venusaur, 31%. So it went second, right? Does that switch count? I don't even know if switches count. How much is that? 31%. 31% to a regular Venusaur. Let me just do Venusaur. Venusaur. Regular Venusaur, max HP, max defense, the bold nature, something like that. Bolt Beak. Okay, so it actually is probably just max attack, which I don't like. I'm just gonna go for a synthesis here. As yeah, it does 24%. That does nothing, which is good for me. Now I could just press Sledge Bomb, which means no speed investment on Arctazol, which is very interesting. We do not get the poison, which is sad, but I still think Sludge Bombing again is fine. How much? So I did 40%. Arctazol. Why is it not? So it did 22. Yeah, it has to be max attack, max HP more than likely. Yeah, okay. Doesn't have to be max, but I think it's somewhere near that. It's not AV. And it's Taunt. I didn't even know this thing learned Taunt, so that's definitely pretty cool. So HP Fire does around the same. I don't know if you'd want to go into Scizor right away, actually. But I still think Sludge Bomb is fine. Because we can also poison this Chandelure. Does get the crit, I'm sorry. But no poison, so. Okay. So, here, I'm not sure what he wants to go for. I don't like Sub. Actually, let me make sure. Shandy. I'm just gonna put Specs. So that was a crit, right? So if that was a crit, Sludge Bomb. Crit Sludge Bomb, so it did 31%, which means for me that it is a max HP variant. Oh yeah, which means Earth Power should be the play here, because a sub could be coming out as Psychic comes out. Okay. So that's okay. So now what we do is we just go into Colossal here. on the flamethrower. Oh no! Good roleplay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Alright. I didn't actually expect them to go for flamethrower here. I actually expect them to go for another psychic. Because I don't have Zoroark, which means psychic is just sort of free. But that worked out actually very well. So yeah, let me just check to see if Colossal kills with Heavy Slam. It does kill with Heavy Slam. I don't have to risk a miss here. I think he's just gonna sack the Chandelure. I'm gonna be honest here. And we do have speed, so yeah, Heavy Slam should just kill here. As Drapion comes out, so Drapion coming out means that it probably has Earthquake. Corviknight's just sort of free. I don't really mind switching into it. Yeah, because Earthquake should be coming out there. And so now at this point, we're going to probably press U-turn. He could Swords Dance here, but yeah, we're just gonna taunt here. So let's see, 317. He did outspeed, right? I'm just gonna. No spectators. Okay, so yeah, so taunt went first, which means he's not the lowest speed possible. Yeah, it's funny. So I don't feel safe going to Venusaur. I actually think Como should come out here because, okay. So we can go for DD. I don't think it learns, I don't think it learns, like, Play Rough or something. I'm like 90% sure it doesn't learn Play Rough. If it learned Play Rough, that'd be a tier 3 mon in my opinion, but hopefully it doesn't. We could check, but I honestly don't think that. So, we could just go for a Dragon Dance. I actually think that might be the best play. Yeah, because if he does go into something like Torn, but yeah, Taunt does come out, so that means that's probably max speed here. We just go for a Drain Punch, getting some damage off on this Drapion. If he switches, good play. Could switch into one of these two, which means Dragon Claw may make more sense. We're gonna go for Dragon Claw. As knockoff comes out here, we're just gonna Dragon Claw, do a nice 42%, which is a great chunk for later. Now we can just Drain Punch here. I actually don't think he's staying in, because now he knows that I'm Z. But I think Drain Punch makes more sense here as Torn comes out. We can get back that 10% here. Taunt does end. So now Torn can just press Hurricane. I don't mind going into Colossal. I do want to keep Colossal safe for the Lottie, actually. Rotom can take a hit. I actually like Rotom here. Do I like Rotom? Yeah. I think Rotom, because it could take, you know, if it's going for Superpower, it's going for Hurricane, it could take one. So I think this is probably the best play. could go Corv as well. I actually like Corv here, because I can U-turn out on anything. It has Heat Wave. It might go for Heat Wave. I'm just gonna go into Rotom here just in case. Okay, U-turn comes out. Good play. But yeah, we did not get the Chandelure, which means one of the Pokemon is dead. I don't know if this is bait to just Volt. Oh, he might think that I'm not Scarf yet. I actually should keep that around. Yeah, I should keep this around. Make sure he doesn't think that I'm Scarf yet. Because if he goes into something like Lottie later, it's good to know. I think Como is again just sort of free here. On a knockoff. And now he has to stay in or he's getting hit with another Dragon Claw. Pretty hard Dragon Claw. He has to stay in and taunt or else he's just gonna get Dragon Danced on. So Dragon Claw just makes sense here. If he does switch, good play, good call. But I do think it's sort of mandatory at this point to just press taunt here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that takes so much damage, holy crap. Actually, I didn't even count the damage last time, so that did 49 there. I think that's a high roll. Looking at it. Maybe, I don't think it's Scarf. I'm just gonna put Scarf though. Dragon Claw. Yeah, it's probably a high roll. Maybe a little bit of HP investment. Actually, I don't think it's any HP. Wait. I don't know. That might be the highest roll possible. It seems like it. So here, I think we just press Dragon Claw again. He switches. I'm okay with that. I don't really see any reason not to just press Dragon Claw. Does do 19%. 19%. Actually, let me calc that to a regular Scizor. 19%. Okay, so it might be max Bdef, which could be a problem here. Because at that point, it would be doing 52%. I think we need to go into Corv and just start spamming Brave Bird. Because I could see Dual Wing Beat coming out right now. I really don't want to lose to an SD Scizor, which could happen right now. So I think maybe... Does a +2 Scizor kill? That's not it. But we'll just check it out. It doesn't unless... Yeah, it doesn't. I think we go into Rotom. I really don't want to go into Rotom here, though. How much does Drain Punch do? 23 to 27. I could see Dual Wing Beat. In prepping, did notice that Dual Wing Beat is a little annoying against stuff like the Como and the Venusaur, so. Okay, we can... This sucks. Because I'm actually... I could definitely just see an SD coming out right now. I can't take anything with Colossal, which might have to be the play. I actually do... I'm going Rotom. Iron Defense. Okay, so we just spam HP Fire now. That's 53. Lottie, okay. Good play. I guess he's just a calm mind coming out here. Yep. We're just gonna explode. And hyper voice. This should actually still kill. Or do half. Or do 85%. This might be game. Actually, no, it's not game. What am I doing? Yeah, just Shadow Ball here. It should still kill. All I need to do is keep Rotom around for the Lottie and the Torn. Drapion comes out. It does 2-shot, so we're just gonna press it again. Knock out the Drapion. Torn comes out. We just go in the Corv here. We take the crit. A little annoying, but we do take it. And now here we roost. Yeah, we roost. How much does Brave Bird do? 22 to 27. I think we go for that. Actually, no, we U-turn into Rotom. And we just Volt Switch here. Okay, so it's Scarf. That's a little weird, but that's alright. Because now here what we could do is just press Brave Bird. Ooh. That was big. So we know this doesn't outspeed. Yeah, doesn't outspeed because it should be max HP. Yeah. So we just U-turn here. Okay, wait. Do we need Corviknight still? It's at 100%, so it still is useful. Especially because Lottie has stored power, so it literally can't kill my Corviknight unless it starts setting up, which I don't see it having the chance to. I think U-turning... Maybe U-turning into Rotom. No, I need Rotom still. Okay, let's see. Rotom just presses Shadow Ball now. It just presses Shadow Ball against the Scizor and the Lottie. Because Bullet Punch doesn't kill from this range, I think. And then the Lottie, I outspeed. So I just need to make sure that... Where does that need to be? Where does that Arctozolt need to be? Arctozolt. So I know it's at max HP here. 33. 33, so that's tough. Brave Bird does 18 to 21, which is actually a decent chunk. And I actually think... I do think Bolt Beak is coming out here. But it's going second. Which means... hold on. Means it doesn't have a chance to kill. So I just go for Brave Bird here. As he doesn't go... Wait, what? He outsped. Alright, that's okay. Because now what I do is I just go into Venusaur and I press Synthesis. Actually, I should just 2-0 here, right? So if I just press Hidden Power Fire on the Scizor switch, I should still win. Because the thing is, I outspeed. And even if this doesn't kill... Artisil doesn't learn Ice Shard, right? Doesn't learn Ice Shard, so that's good. So then we just press Hidden Power Fire here on the Scizor. There we go. So this should be GG. More or less. I would really need to screw up. I think second Como... no, second Como doesn't make sense. I think we just sack Venusaur still. Because we have the Como-O. No. Hold on. So... let me think this through. So, if Lottie uses Calm Mind, I'm a little bit in a bad position, right? Rotom still can win. I need to still weaken the Arctozolt a little bit. Como outspeeds and Venusaur outspeeds, right? Como is still healthier than Venusaur. Yeah, so I think I just sack Venusaur. That makes the most sense to me. So I just Sludge Bomb here. But if he recovers... So the thing is, if he recovers... how much does Sludge Bomb do to Lottie? The only way I'm losing is if it doesn't do enough, which it doesn't do enough. But if I do get the poison, I should be set. I do feel like he's gonna recover here, because that's the only way he's gonna win. And I don't... okay, so it does 72%. I just go for a Sludge Bomb here. Go for the poison. I don't get it. Still, I think spamming Sludge Bomb makes sense here. And now we just press Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball should be doing enough. Should be doing enough. I mean, I would also like a crit, but it's 43. So that's fine. We just go for a Dragon Dance here. I may have just screwed the game up. Honestly. I don't know how I didn't get 3 poisons in a row. Yep. Whatever. Okay. Alright. Yep, so GG's Panda. I did screw over the game yet again. I should have literally just spammed Sludge Bomb, but I didn't do it. 3 times in a row. Didn't get Sludge Bomb poison. That's literally all I needed. And the game doesn't like me half the time, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah. Anyways, GG, I'm out. Yeah, peace.